Welcome everybody, this is Nicolas Fontana here and I'm ready to make the comment of this second race about the Bugger Racing League European Cup here in the Estoril Circuit. Now the director shows us the review of the starting grid of the second race of Bugger Racing European Cup, and during the race we will introduce this type of championship that is arrived on his third round after the first two rounds made in Italy, in Cremona, and in Croatia for the second round, and now we are here for the third round. Here on the Estoril second race, the first race was won by a great rider that we are seeing here in this type of championship, André Pires, the Portuguese rider, followed by Manuel Grandi and Andrea Tomio that completed the podium for the first race. Now the riders are completing the formation lap to start for this second race, and now we are ready because engines are rumbling and the tension is building on the grid. This is the moment that riders have been waiting for all the weekend, so it's almost time to unleash these monsters on the track. Riders are now lining up and we're waiting only for the turned out of the lights, so we are here, so I think that it's all ready. So let's hand it over to the riders. It's over to them. So the spotlight is now on the riders and the lights goes out and we are racing here in Estoril. So we are now seeing the riders a clean start from everybody, I think. So Ruben Chaus is taking now the leadership in the first corner, and the Pires in the first corner tries to make a lot of great moves by Pires, and so a rider that now go wide. I think that was the number 5, Jenkins. So he went wide on the first corner, but the battle is here for the riders. Ruben Chaus leading the race, number 111 if we want to say a singular part. Second place for Andrea Tomio, and first position for Manuel Grandi, number 52, followed by Pires that won the first race. So he wants to replicate this type of race, and he wants to, I think, he wants to win another race. So this is the these are the 4 riders here on the battle for the victory. So it's go time for this battle in here in Estoril second race. So we expected that riders can make a lot of moves, interesting, and obviously using the slipstream on the final straight that can make a lot of important moves here in this type of race. So as I said before, we are seeing the start. We saw the start, the lights that went out, and a very clean start, I think, for all the riders, exactly, except Cameron Jenkins that went wide in the first corner, and a great move for Pires that went on the inside of a lot of riders here. So the director shows us now the riders, because Andrea Tomio, I think, is Tomio that takes the first position, and the second for Manuel Grandi that goes on the inside, and the overtake Ruben Chaus that has lost two position here in one corner on the final straight. Great move by Tomio that used the slipstream to overtake Ruben Chaus, and Manuel Grandi went to the inside and overtake the number 111. So 111th riders, Ruben Chaus, that made a lot of history for MotoGP and Superbike. He tries, Manuel Grandi tries, but fourth riders also Perez from the outside. He goes wide and he tries to make a move, incredible ball, but he can. He tried to make this overtake and he gets in. Great move, iconic move by Perez. Also on the inside of Manuel Grandi, takes the second position from the inside of Manuel Grandi and from the outside on Ruben Chao. So two iconic moves made by André Perez, the rider that won the first race, and also here Manuel Grandi in the battle with the Ruben Chaos here, but Tomio has now the first position and he has to defend this first position because the Lions and on the inside, the great move by Perez is making incredible move. Perez now, but Tomio can make another overtake on the inside, and now we are racing here on the straight line. What a race we are seeing now. Tomio, Grandi, Perez and Ruben Chaos here, followed by a little bit far from Alessandro Mato and Perez on the outside. He can't do that. Great, he closed the door, as we say in Italy. Manuel Grandi closed the door on the first corner on Perez, and this is a great race that were a bold overtake, but Perez, incredible lean angle from this massive baggers, obviously, and especially Perez that has made a lot of moves, a lot of iconic moves on the outside on Ruben Chaus and on the inside on Tomio, and he wants to replicate here. He goes on the inside, no, because the braking zone of Manuel Grandi is very far, and we are here now at the third lap of 6, so this is a great race. This is a relentless pleasure. How long can we hold off this type of pressure? Because now the race, I think that is a little bit more calm than before. So Perez he's watching before him because Tomio wants this second position, and Manuel Grandi has taken a little bit of advantage on the number 14s, 6/10 of seconds. This is the gap from Perez, 1 second from Tomio, and Ruben Chaus that now wants to take the slipstream from the two riders that he has ahead of him. So in the first corner here, Tomio tries to make the overtake. He goes on the inside, but Perez, as we say in Italy, closed the door and he can't pass. A great move by Perez that is driving in an incredible way. So we are seeing great battles on this circuit Estoril, a great theater, the Estoril Circuit, for a lot of battles for MotoGP and Superbike races that we saw in the history. So the chase is on, and we are now on the way for the fourth lap. Manuel Grandi now has a great advantage, 1 second, 0.2 on André Perez, that he has to defend his second position from Andrea Tomio and Ruben Chaus. A little bit problem here for Perez. He risked to go wide, but he managed it, and so we can see riders now a little bit calm, more calm than before. A great start, so great battles here in this type of race. I hope that you will understand me in this commentary, so it's a challenge also for me. Try to make the commentary in English. being an Italian commentator, so the chasing is on for Andrea Tomio that wants the second position and now can use the slipstream on the final straight line, and also Ruben Chaus. We can try. So for the first corner, I think that Tomio is on the line and he goes on the inside, make the great break, and he can do it, he gets it. So second position gained for Andrea Tomio, and now Pires is third, but he has to defend this position from Ruben Chaus that wants the podium. Ruben Chaus that has finished in fourth position the first race, so now he wants the podium here at the Estoril. He put the leg out to have more balance, Andrea Tomio, in this type of corner, but I think now that Manuel Grandi can manage it with more than 2 seconds, 0.4 of advantage, but Pires on the inside, no, because as we say in Italy, as we said before, he closed Tomio closed the door, but Pires now has the chance to make the overtake here, but the shot are now on Manuel Grandi, leader of this race, and we are now in the position of seeing a lot of battles from the podium, I think, because we are here. Oh, a little bit wide, Manuel Grandi. He has a problem or not? Has he a problem or not? I don't know, but probably maybe with the bikes that moves a lot here in the last corners for Grandi, but I think that I don't know if he had a problem or not. So I think that yes, the director shows us the replay, went wide, probably an error, an issue on the gearbox. I don't know. I think that Manuel Grandi, he continues the race, but Ruben Chaus, I think is his third place. We lost that, but Ruben Chaus has overtaken Andrea Pires, so Ruben Chaus is now in the third position, and we are seeing the final lap of this incredible race, an iconic race of Bagger Racing European Cup, the third round here in Estoril, second race, and we can show us a lot of we can also try to speak about this championship, but we can't because the battle is on the way in this race, so we can talk about of this championship at the end of the race. But Manuel Grandi is the leader of this race, so there wasn't a problem for him. He went only wide, but Pires tried to go on the inside, but he can't do it because Ruben Chaus make a great break, but Pires is in the chasing zone of Ruben Chaus. He has to defend it on the inside here. No, because Ruben Chaus, with his experience of being a superbike rider and a MotoGP rider, he has the knowledge to manage this type of races. And we are now on the last chicane, in the last chicane, where they call it in Italy Cavatappi, and last corners for Manuel Grandi, that he is also the leader of the ranking of this Bagger European Racing Championship. He is the leader of the general overall, followed by Andrea Tomio, as in this race. So checkered flag for Manuel Grandi that wins this second race of Bagger European Cup, followed by Andrea Tomio in second position. Ruben Chaus can manage this third position and finished on the podium. Fourth position for Andrea Pires, that is out of the podium. As we know, in the first race, Andrea Pires won the first race, and now we are seeing Alessandro Mattu that finished in fifth position also on the first race, and he finished fifth also on this second race. And now we are waiting for the other riders. Marco Attanasio, number 96, followed by Barth. Here we can see now them on the last corners. Attanasio that has a great advantage for defend his sixth position from Marcus Barth, that has finished his first race in the 6th position. So they changed the position because Attanasio now finish, I think, in 6th position. We are seeing now if there is the possibility for the slipstream for Bath, but he can't do that. So Attanasio finish in 6th position after the 7th place in the first race. So he gained a position if we compare the two races. And we are waiting also for the remaining riders. Rui Pedro Quesado finishing 8th position, and Cameron Tenzing Jenkins in the 9th position. A shame for Kevin Manfredi that was on the pit, and we haven't seen him in this race. A shame, because he's a great rider that can make a lot of battles here. So the riders are now here to go to the Parc Fermé and make some noise here with the marshal here. And so we can talk about this type of championship, Bagger Racing League. Bagger Racing League is a motorcycle championship dedicated, as we saw, to bagger motorcycles, mainly Harley Davidson and Indian, but in Europe also is open to other brands such as Ducati, WMV, Moto Guzzi, Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki, BMW, sorry, not BMW, Ducati, Moto Guzzi, Honda, Kawasaki, and many other brands. So this type of format arrived in Europe in 2025 thanks to the initiative of former driver Ruben Chaus. Meanwhile, we are here with number 62, Rui Pedro Quesado, that, as we said before, that is a problem for the start of this bike. Now he managed it. And so the riders now arrive on the Parc Fermé. First position for the number 52, leader of the championship, Manuel Grandi, followed by Andrea Tomio and Ruben Chaus now. So we were talking about this type of championship. Bagger Racing League arrived in 2025 in Europe by thanks to the initiative of former driver Ruben Chaus, that has finished this type of race, this second race in third position. Ruben Chaus that won the Pradux Bagger GP in the USA in 2024. And so this Bagger Racing European Cup was born under the aegis of FIM Europe, and with the support of the Andorra Federation. We were seeing Ruben Chaus talk something on the throttle, on the brake, on his bike with Tomio here. So he's explaining to his colleague, his rival on the track, something about his bike and this European format, about the Bagger Racing European Cup. So now the director shows us the highlights of this iconic race. We saw a lot of overtakes, incredible overtakes like this of André Pires on the outside and the inside, incredible moves by all the riders. And the European format of this Bagger European Racing League consists of 5 rounds in 5 different countries. So the first one was cancelled, but it was in Germany, but it was cancelled. So the real first round was taken in Italy, Cremona Circuit, and the second one in Croatia. And we are here for the third round here in the Estoril, and the last one will be at Jerez de la Frontera in Spain, with 2 races for each event, Saturday and Sunday, preceded by free practice and qualifying. So we saw a great race here in Portugal, in Estoril Circuit, a theater, as we said before, of many battles here in Bagger Racing League, but also Superbike and MotoGP. But now we are ready for the interview of riders, so we can start from the winner that won this race, Manuel Grandi. And so we are ready for the podium. Ruben Chaus in third position has taken his place, and now we are waiting for the second position. He takes his helmet. Andrea Tomio in second position. He gives the hand to Ruben Chaus, and the third position for the winner and leader of the championship, Manuel Grandi. So great race for every rider here, and we are now seeing Bruno Sandrini deliver the trophy to Ruben Chaus. Great race by the former driver of MotoGP and Superbike, and now we are waiting to the deliver of the trophy for the rider that finished in second position, Andrea Tomio. Here gives the hand, and trophy delivered to Andrea Tomio, and now we are only waiting for the deliver of the trophy for the first rider here, Manuel Grandi, leader also of the championship. The championship make a move on the classification of the overall. Manuel Grandi leads this championship, followed by Andrea Tomio and Andrea Pires and Marco Attanasio in fourth position. 5 position for Ruben Chaus. Manuel Grandi, that he drives an Indian bagger, and Tomio, Pires and Attanasio drive a Ducati, and Ruben Chaus and Harley Davidson. So thanks to all to this race, and it was a pleasure comment this type of race, and now we are racing, we are ready for the last round of Jarrett's.